Did you know that there are cities in America that will pay you to move there? That's right. There are cities in America that will pay you to relocate to their cities. It's a really interesting thing, and they're managed under this website, this program called Make My Move. That's right, called Make My Move. And Make My Move represents I think 200 different communities who are encouraging people to move into their community. And the theory behind it is that these communities want to have really good citizens that earn money, that will raise families, and that will be part of the community for decades. And so they're encouraging people to move by giving them incentives. There's very little qualifications. Qualifications are you got to be over 18. Now understand every community has slightly different qualifications, but generally speaking, you have to be over 18. You need to actually have a job. You need to be making, changes by community, but roughly $50,000. And mostly this is for remote workers because you need to have that income, bring that income with you. So if you're mostly a remote worker and you're willing to move to one of these wonderful rural cities, then this might be a program for you. Now, it's a really simple process. You really just go onto their website, you cruise around, you check out if you like any of these cities, and then you just apply, which is and you can apply to a ton of communities or just one that interests you. It's super quick, the application, the pre-qualification, and it's simply a verification. It's really simple. And here's the things that you get in this program. So you can earn up to $20,000 in incentives. Now, it differs by community. The typical one's more like $7,000. There's quite a bit of $15,000. There's quite a bit of them. But, essentially, what happens is that they're going to give you some cash payments ranging from $5,000 to $20,000 for mortgage relief and rent stipends, if that's what you're doing. You get some additional perks. You get some free. You get co-working space membership for free. You get local discounts. Some people offer a gym membership for a year. You get connected with locals. You get the network right immediately. You have somebody that actually facilitates your move. It's a really neat thing, actually. It seems pretty fun. And all the cities are these charming little rural towns. And so let me show you some of the cities here. So here we are. Make My Move. Find your happy place. And so here they've actually to date, I think they've helped they've helped 4,000 people move since 2021 into 200 different communities. They've raised over $50 million in incentives. So the thing here is if you come down here, you can see the overview, but you can kind of see how it works. Eastern Kentucky, there's 10 active programs. Richmond, one program. Munich, Indiana. Carmel, Indiana. And you can actually go check out these communities and it will tell you what the community is offering. It's a pretty cool thing. I don't know what's happening here. We're not going anywhere. But so here we are. You can see where they list the communities. They actually, you can go in there and they'll list what the dollar value is, but really cool little places. And so if you're a first-time home buyer, you're in Gen Z, you don't know how you're going to get into the market. You're living on one of the coasts in a really expensive area or in the big cities, and you're going, how am I ever going to afford a house? Well, if you're a remote worker, if you're in the gig economy, you may choose to go to one of these wonderful little rural towns where the house is, 3-acre, a lot with a house might be $250,000. And, you get incentives to move there. It makes it more affordable. You get somebody to help you. It might be a way to enter into housing, into owning your own home. So if you come across with somebody that fits that, you might think about referring them to make my move. Because we're in the job, we're in the business of helping people attain the American dream, and whether it's where they're at or where they need to be, but let's get them into homes. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. I really liked it. It's innovative. I like it. Hope you're having a great day. By the way, I did do a LinkedIn post on this earlier today. I will put a link to Make My Move. It's not complicated. MakeMyMove.com down below. Hope you got something out of this. Thank you for giving me a little bit of your time. Look forward to